So let's talk about Omega. Uh, when you get the Cities of Tomorrow expansion pack, under the city specialization, in addition to the specializations that come with the original game, you get three other specializations. You get Mega Towers, the Academy, and you also get OmegaCo. OmegaCo is basically you setting up a business in which you are providing a city, Omega. So, what is Omega? I couldn't tell you. It's a mystery product. I don't know if it's a liquid. I don't know if it's a solid. I don't know if it's a gas. But it is a product that you start to provide to your citizens. Omega is actually pretty easy to unlock. Once you get a city going, it is going to unlock an Omega Co factory. So the two things that you're going to be working with is an Omega Co factory and an Omega Co headquarters. In order to produce Omega, you need crude oil and raw ore. So it's up to you if you want to import oil and ore, or if you want to drill and dig for it yourself, that's completely up to you. But once you have crude oil and ore to provide to your OmegaCo factory, then you can start to produce Omega. And once you start to produce Omega, you can start to convert your factories to OmegaCo franchises, and then you would convert your shops to OmegaCo, and then eventually you want to get Omega to your residents. And as you're doing that, you're going to be sharing the profit. So you'll be getting profit sharing kickbacks, and you'll be unlocking other things to use within the city. It's actually kind of a fun gameplay. On one hand, an Omega City is pretty dirty. If you think of, I always think of Blade Runner, but it's a pretty dirt. It can be a dirty city with the purple Omega smoke. But the one thing that I do kind of like about it is there's kind of a business aspect of it, of trying to get the Omega out to your industry, your commercial, and your residential areas. Okay, so step one in the process of getting Omega out to your city is, of course, an Omega factory. So the Omega factory needs to receive oil and raw ore in order to produce Omega. So this particular factory is using the Omega production line. This is where the Omega is created. The other add-ons to a factory is the drone assembly line, and we'll talk about drones in just a moment. You can also add a global market VTOL pad. This allows you to fly your resources in directly to your factory. So I could bypass trucks and traffic and fly my ore and oil directly to this factory. I could get an extraction pod along with pipeline, and I could actually extract crude oil and ore directly from the ground. And as you can see, some of these have to be unlocked depending upon the direction that you want to go in. But this is step number one, is producing the Omega. So what do you do with the Omega after it's being processed? Once it has left an Omega Co factory, then the Omega gets sent, it gets shipped into your industrial areas. And what you're wanting to do is you're wanting your industrial areas to convert to OmegaCo factories. If they convert to OmegaCo factories, then what happens is when you look at them under a data layer, they will change color to what I consider kind of this dark red, indicating that this factory is now an OmegaCo franchise. And as an OmegaCo franchise, it will start to pay out franchise fees. So then the next step is, once Omega has reached your industry, then Omega starts to get distributed out to your commercial locations. So the delivery trucks from the industry, instead of delivering normal freight, will deliver Omega to your commercial locations. So I have some commercial locations that have not received Omega or have not received enough Omega to convert to becoming an OmegaCo franchise. Once a commercial location becomes an OmegaCo franchise, then it will pay a franchise fee. The third step of Omega, if you're trying to convert your city into an Omega city, so not just industry and commercial, the third step of getting Omega to your residents now requires an additional several steps. The first thing that you have to do is you have to get to the point where you can place an OmegaCo headquarters. If you think about when you drill for oil, the electronic specialization, uh, the trading specialization, they all have headquarters, same gameplay mechanics. You put down a headquarter and it allows you to unlock other divisions. So the three divisions are the robotics division, the extraction division, and the commerce division. The robotics division, if you place that down, that allows you to start to create, produce drones. And drones can be used to deliver Omega to your residents. But also, if you are producing drones and you have a hospital, a fire station, or a police precinct, you can create medical drones, police drones, and fire drones. Now, this is not the small clinic or the small fire department or the small police station. These are the larger versions. So the hospital, the police precinct, and the fire, those, that's when you can unlock the modules to the various drones. The extraction division allows you to now be able to extract oil and ore from the ground using slightly more modern or more futuristic and effective methods than when you're using just the normal drilling or digging that comes with the original game. And then the commerce division allows you to fly in your resources and they will land directly on your factory. So this is an OmegaCo factory, but instead of Omega production line, this factory is equipped with drone assemblies. So this factory is not producing Omega. This factory is producing drones. In order to produce drones, you now need to also either import or produce processors. And there is a drone, a couple of drones being produced right there, coming out of the assembly line. And they are on their way to a resident's home. So that drone just went into that home. The residents do not need to leave the home. The drones will go to a home. They will place buy orders for Omega. They will go and they will deliver the Omega. If they are able to successfully deliver the Omega, over time, the residents will become an Omega home. So this home has not quite become an Omega home. Across the street, this home has received shipments of Omega, and this home is now an Omega franchise. So this is that third step in converting a city to Omega. Over time, the hope is that your home, your residents will consume and purchase so much Omega that they will become gold members. So you're now converting a home from a kind of that reddish color to a gold. And they will pay even more in franchise fees. But that is just a really quick overview of Omega and the OmegaCo process. I hope this helps. Have fun with your cities. Good luck, and we will see you next time. Take care.